Blessing, soul travelers. It's Priestess Melissa from Venusian Empress Oracle. Hello and welcome. I don't know how many of you guys saw me last night. I did get on live, but I think there may be some specifics with, I only have 500 plus subscribers right now, and I think you have to have 1,000 to be able to actually post the videos, because I've been waiting all night for it to upload. So guys, we need to get the subscriber count up, to be honest with you. I get good comments out there, but I'm not seeing the numbers like I was seeing a few months ago. Like, I had thousands of people coming and watching my videos. It's kind of disheartening, to be honest with you. So if you guys are interested in these videos and you're getting anything from them, it's really important for, and that's why the readers will get to a point at, you know, when they're doing their readings, and it's like you get tired of putting all of your energy out and trying to help people, and you're doing this for free, you know? So it's like, if you guys aren't donating, if you're not even at least liking the videos and stuff, I don't know how you expect people to stay on, you know? All right, so we got an Eight of Swords information with the Empress. So perhaps the Empress could be feeling confused about some things at this time, not feeling quite so good about what's going on, perhaps feeling a lot of competition, or feeling like you're having to deal with a lot of conflicts with people at this time. And guys, the Tarot Certification course, of course, is available at this time. And even with that, you get everything you need to get started, and you're learning from a priestess. So, I mean, you're not going to get a whole lot better than that. So, you know, I've got the course out there now. I'm going to record it. I may just make it digital from this point because, again, it's my time. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be spending all of my time when there's other things that I could be investing in, just so you guys know. You know, I have a lot of talents that I could draw upon, and I'm here trying to offer, you know, this started out just for me to have a voice and to get more in tune with my abilities, but I've done that now. So it's like, I don't have anything to prove. So if you guys want to keep me here, so show some love, all right? So we're going to get some advice messages at the end from the Lover's Oracle cards. You guys may know that at the end of all of my readings, instead of just like doing love readings all the time, I just figured why not add love messages at the end, and then that way if it doesn't come out as love, because, you know, I like the messages to come out what needs to come out at the time, and that's what Spirit does, you know, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. But, you know, if you'd like a personal reading, reach out to me at VenusianWays.org. All right, let's see what's going on here today, guys. Thanks for listening to me while I ranted. And thank you to the angels, ancestors, way showers, and guides. We honor you for the messages for the collective. Take a couple of nice, slow, deep breaths and relax. Beautiful. All right, guys, thank you so much for all of your likes, comments, shares, donations. Truly appreciate all those that do. And I encourage all of the other ones, you know, go ahead, start supporting people, because they're not going to stick around if you don't. At least I won't. So I'm only going to do it for free for so long. And then, you know, I want to see some support in return. And, you know, I have other things. I'm an adult, older adult. I'm making changes in my life from one career to another. I've been in surgery for over 20 years. But I want to, in a sense, get out of healthcare, even though I'm kind of really feeling the hypnobirthing aspect, natural childbirth, taking the fear, you know, and hypnosis in general, just taking the fear out of ourselves is really what's going to help us, you know, to have that right mindset. And then we start doing things a whole lot differently from that standpoint, you know, because we can think things in our mind, but in hypnosis, you actually get the heart involved too. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's get into a message for our collective. Let's get my energies out of here. You know, every once in a while, sorry, we get a little upset because we want people to really show their support to us, you know, and make it worth our while to be here, you know. All right, guys, so I used these cards last night. I had 3 people pop in. To those who did, I want to just give you a huge shout out and blessings to you, because I truly appreciate you supporting me. All right, let's see what is going on for the collective with the shapeshifter of the oracles. Ooh, we have the golden phoenix, and I am in Phoenix, Arizona, that is, and rising. So this time to rise out of some old ways of being and doing things is what this is talking about today. Because we all know what the phoenix means. It means you got to let it all go, and you got to be willing to go about it in a totally different way, become a different person, and all of that, right? So something you thought finished burst back into life. So something that needs to be finished, unfinished business perhaps. Interesting. Crossing on the bottom, little brother, little sister, siblings, younger friends, responsibility. Interesting. So could this be the burdens, is that we feel like we have a lot on our plate, not even just our kids, but like people around us, you know, maybe always asking our advice and different things like that. And this card did come out as the main energy last night. Interesting that we got brother and sister energy coming up in these dynamic today. So there could be going on with that type of dynamic, a sibling rivalry of some sort or something of that nature. And maybe we just need to bury the hatchet, as they say, right? So brother raccoon, a safe place for you to go. So you may not be safe where you're at right now, and maybe that's the big change that's coming up at this time. You could even be living at home with this brother and sister energy, you know, coming up here. You could have younger siblings, and you could be an older one, and maybe you've had to come back home at this time to regroup, if you will, and get everything back together. Or you could be older, you know, and you've already kind of been through life a little bit, but something devastating happens, and then now you're needing to, you know, depend on the help from someone to help you to kind of get through this period, if you will. So the golden phoenix and number 12 energy. So let's read this card. I'll just read the main energy of the card just so you know exactly what's going on here. But 12 comes to 3, so it really is all about making that reconnection back within yourself. All right. So let's read our golden phoenix card. I like this. It's almost like that Midas touch energy, right? And it does feel like we tap back into ourselves and our magic when we reconnect within ourselves, when we feel good, right? Because it is that vibration that allows us to connect with spirit and really make those huge and positive changes in our life. So the main meaning of this card says passion and desire, will and force, and a new intelligent direction are all on your agenda. Health and fitness are also part of your new theme. Firing up your metabolism is a very strong desire and a sacred duty. All right, and we have New Year's coming up, right? So many of you may, of course, have that as a resolution, but you don't have to wait till New Year's to get started. What better time to start than now, right? Phoenix does not speak of having a certain type of body, but he will show you how to recreate that which you have been gifted with. It's kind of like that fire and brimstone, a little bit energy. It's like allowing that holy fire, you know, to kind of burn away basically what needs to be burned away, so you can be renewed and you can be a new person and do things, you know, it's like that wine and wineskins, because we're talking about exercise and stuff right now. So it's like preparing your body for all of these changes that are happening at this time. Your physicality can be reshaped. With the golden phoenix, you reach new levels of athleticism. So many of you are getting in shape right now. Good for you, because, you know, that makes a huge difference on how you feel as you get older. I turned 49 this year, and it's like I do a lot of natural health things, and that is amazing. It's done so much for my skin, my just pain overall in my body and different things like that. You got to give your body what it needs, what it's made of, right? For it to continue to regenerate and last. And guys, you build new cells all the time, just so you know. It may take a little bit longer for different parts of the body, but even your bones regenerate every 10 years, believe it or not. Your skin every 30 days, you know, so it just depends on, you know, the area and how much, you know, that's changing. But think about like what you're eating now is going to affect later on, because you are building those cells right now. So it's always important. All right, so if you follow the Golden Phoenix one's advice, your own body will be at its most harmonious and comfortable, and it will be working well and supporting you. Candles, lighting fires, and meditating on purifying your diet and following through on the Golden Phoenix's messages will help you recreate yourself. Beautiful. Yep. And also hypnosis helps with that as well. If you guys are interested in hypnosis, maybe you're not down for me with tarot, but maybe you'd like some hypnosis. All right, Golden Phoenix again. So it's time to reshape things. You know, this in general is talking about the body, but maybe and this could relate to you in that way too, you know, but we're all attaining that, you know, level of better within ourselves, or at least we should be, you know. And so how do we do that? We're making little changes all the time, and it is the little changes, even though it may not seem like it's making a big difference at first. You know, you got to allow the inside to do its thing. There's a lot going on inside that you may not be seeing, you know, a lot of healing that's taking place at this time. And the progress sometimes and many times comes a little bit later after we've stayed in the process. That's kind of what happens too with our manifestations. You know, we have to stick with it and believe in it and that kind of thing so that it can come to pass. Same thing with our health. We got to keep putting that effort in every day and saying, hey, I understand. I know that this is what's going to help me and change things around. And you stick with it, and before you know it, miraculously, one day you're seeing all kinds of changes, right? So the truth is coming clear to you. You are being able to see what it is that you may need to do for yourself at this time. This is the good karma tarot that we're tapping into, and then I'll clarify with the vice versa. So definitely you're getting some truth at this time. Could be about health is what I was hearing. Maybe that's why if it is in relation to losing weight or just becoming healthier, there may be some news that you've gotten recently. Definitely some unhappiness in the past is what I'm seeing here with this Ten of Cups in reverse. This could have been what, you know, kind of spurred all of this on, if you will. Seven of Cups in reverse. We're definitely not wanting to be unhappy any longer about our choices, and maybe that's what we've seen in the past, is that we just are always in two minds about it. It's like we want to lose weight, you know, but it's hard to stick to a plan kind of thing. It's kind of like you're at that major crossroad point, and again, I was feeling that way, and could be heart related since we got a lot of cups energy out here. But this could be affecting your heart, and it may be very important. Yeah, maybe pregnancy as well, perhaps preeclampsia, because high blood pressure in pregnancy, that's what it's called. Looks like everything's going to work out well, though. Maybe you're going to figure out exactly what it is that you need to do, and you're going to listen. Yeah, take yourself out of that situation where things keep going downhill, spiraling downhill, you know? Ooh. Well, that looks good. Nine of Pentacles energy. We're definitely building some self-worth. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like we're really taking care of ourselves and feeling so much better. And not only that, in the future, I feel like we're actually starting to feel and see the results of all of that as well. All right, it's still going to be a little bit of a hard go with it. You may reach a point where it feels like you might want to give up, but don't, because otherwise, you know, things are going to, and if we're talking about love here, if this was a choice that was made in love in the past, guys, because, you know, when we're talking about these major changes, this is an example as far as your body, but what needs to really burn away? If we're talking about love here and we see that something, you know, was not working, and we know what the right choice is, there's no reason for us to continue to stay confused about the situation. We see that things are not growing, But in the center of it, you've got this Wheel of Fortune energy. So something is changing, even though it may not seem like it to you at this time. You are taking yourself out of the cold, right? You're no longer allowing yourself perhaps to stay in that mentality, whatever this is referring to, that you can't do it, that you can succeed. Nine of Pentacles is definitely a card about success. And if we're talking about money, you know, generally that card will denote in relationship, you know, that you could be single and, you know, kind of doing your own thing and doing it well, I might add. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Yeah, but we're having a little bit of trouble still breaking out of the cocoon for some reason. So it feels like something major may happen, a major shakeup here, but it's something that actually ultimately is going to be a good thing. I see with that Wheel of Fortune in reverse, or sorry, Wheel of Fortune in the center. So it does feel like you're going to figure out the right people to work with. You're going to get the right information that you need to be able to help yourself. Yeah, so you don't have to worry any longer about this, is what I hear Spirit saying. I feel like, based on what I'm seeing here, that you're probably already on your way to figuring this out. And I got my cards going everywhere. Excuse me, guys. But the Phoenix is rising. The Phoenix is no longer willing to sit back, you know, and just watch everything go downhill, is what I'm seeing. But whatever you are dealing with here, it has taken a big hit on your energy. And it's like, if we lose our ability to believe in ourselves, you know, and believe in our power and our ability to change things, you know, things are going to change whether you go along with the plan or not. It's kind of like the whale, right? And Nehemiah, I think it was. Absolutely. So this just wasn't working out in the past. This was not the Wheel of Fortune spinning in your favor, you know, with whatever this Ten of Cups in reverse situation was. Left you standing your ground because there may have been a lot of confusion going on in the situation. Seven of Cups in reverse. So somebody was hiding something, is what it feels like here, but maybe you found out something that helped you to make a choice, right, about how you were loving yourself, you know, and what you were accepting in your life. You know, this is no way to go through life and you're constantly on the fence and needing to make a decision about something. Two of Swords, what do we need to know about this? Tower is coming, you know. I feel like some changes have already come around this situation, or you got, again, some news if this was in relation to your health. And it's kind of like, you know, you can't like ignore the white elephant in the room anymore kind of situation. If you want to have success in this situation, you have to be honest with yourself and like take the steps, take the actions that you need to take. So again, we got this brother-sister energy coming out here. Could be a brother that ends up helping you. Safe place to go, so maybe you don't feel safe where you are right now. Younger friends' responsibility. It does feel like you have a lot on your plate that you're dealing with, and maybe this has caused you to get to a point of burnout, you know, stressing out and something like that. Because Mama is not happy with the Empress in reverse. Yeah, she's constantly always having to stand her ground about something. Always, yeah, Lover's energy. So, you know, it is what it is. This person was not your soulmate. You know, you may have had a strong connection with them, but it doesn't feel like that this was the right thing. It brought you nothing but unhappiness, took you off the market, and you know exactly where your happiness lies, right? And it's not in the situation that you've been in lately. You're looking at your ships off there in the distance, and it's like, how can I get back to that? It all starts with a plan, right? Knight of Pentacles. And again, Knight of Pentacles is slow moving, but there may be a lot of details that you need to get into place before we can move into this Nine of Pentacles energy, right? Even if this is a healing of your body, you know, there's different treatments or steps that you may need to take depending on which route that you're going to do that. You know what I mean? So you have to be patient with the process. I saw 8 of Wands in the upright initially, and then it flipped over into the reverse as it fell. So I want to say that, you know, this is asking you to not fall back into this energy, you know, where you're having the negative thinking and things of that nature, and particularly be aware of the people around you, right? That are showing you support or not. Are they turning their back on you? Are they there for you when you really need them to be? You know, when the chips are down and you need somebody to be that rock for you. 9 of Pentacles, the Sun energy. Wow. So you're definitely going to be learning something that's going to help you to be able to perhaps get out of a situation that you've been in. And you're going to be much happier is what I feel moving into the future. At least this is what the cards are showing me. 2020, there's definitely something that you're going to see. And this brother must be significant. Could have raccoons around you, could have a pet raccoon, who knows. Yeah, in any case though, this is a time when there's a lot going on for you, and this support, whoever this is going to be so key for you right now. Death in reverse. Yeah, definitely a lot of competition with whatever this situation has been. I feel like once this person sees you doing better and moving in a different direction and taking care of yourself, they're most likely going to want to try to come back and cause some conflict and, you know, kind of throw you off of that path or get you going backwards kind of energy with that death in reverse. Yeah. They want to put you back into that energy, but I see you fighting. I see you with that Strength card. The Tower. What do we need to know about this? Oh, yes. Definitely an end is going to come to this situation. This person that always leaves you hanging, you know, feeling like, you know, you need them to save you, and that maybe they're even watching you, right? Or have watched you while you were going through your down period, and they didn't come to save you. That's okay, though. You can have success by saving yourself, is what I'm going to tell you. And I've done it myself, and you know what? You get blessed whenever you step up to the plate, even if these are tough things, because that's what helps us to grow in our maturity level, quite honestly, and that is the spiritual work, you know? Because if you were a king or a queen, would you put up with, you know, some of the treatment that you have in the past? I know I wouldn't. And I know that I'm not any longer, but I had to step up to the plate. I had to take responsibility. I had to, you know, put in the work, if you will. And if I had to do it alone, because, hey, that's not promised, you know, that's a dynamic, and it can be a great one if you meet the right person. But there can be times when we're just not in the right place yet, which is why we haven't met the right person, right? Let's see what our message cards have for advice here. Jesus descendant. So you could be a Jesus descendant, or someone who follows Christ consciousness, or you could be religious and Christian and things of that nature. All right. In any case, you're someone who holds to a higher nature. Because of your standards, you are seen from the angelic realms as a much higher person, and you are going to have success in this situation. And, you know, again, yes, people are going to try to come against you, and, you know, you're going to get the test, if you will. Spell work may be going on in this situation, just so that you know. With this other person, they could be trying to get you to come back to them. They may not even be doing any of this directly, but the unseen forces, even when it comes to, you know, rising out of any situation, it can be difficult, right? We have to contend, even if we don't have to deal with the outside world, our own inner world, our own messages and things that we're saying and the way that we feel messing with us. Dreams are coming true, all right? So whatever it is that you're working towards, you just got to trust the process, all right? It's not going to happen necessarily overnight, especially when you're talking about your body and things like that. And there's a reason for that, because there's a true appreciation when you kind of have to wait on something. You have to work for it a little bit, right? So once you get to that level, and I was there too, guys. I was almost 200 pounds when I delivered my last two children, and then I hovered at less than 5'2", 5'1 3/4 to be exact. I hovered around 150 for a while. I'm smaller than I was in high school at this point, is what I'll say. Like around 110 or less, you know. It's absolutely possible, but part of it is getting good within ourselves and not dealing with so much stress. You know, there's chemical reactions that happen in the body depending on the energy that you're holding. It is what it is. You can't lie to the universe. You can't lie to God. You can't lie to your body either. All right? So it comes out. Trust is going to be very important when it comes to love right now. It says transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So this is a situation that needs to transform, but it's not ever going to happen by conflict. It's only going to happen by love. And that's what somebody may be realizing, you know, that's an important aspect of this, no matter what it is that you're dealing with, whether another person or within yourself, to love yourself enough to do what you know you should do and need to do. So give thanks for all the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. And we have to believe that enough to, you know, take those steps and do what we need to do. It's kind of like being the parent and the child, you know, because you are. You have to talk yourself into, woo yourself. You know, you have a relationship with yourself, whether you choose to or not. And, you know, that manifests in how well things turn out in life, right? So embrace says, through each other, you find the missing pieces. Absolutely. All right. So you may have learned a lot in this particular lesson, but are you ready, you know, to allow it to be a blessing now in your life? That's really what it comes down to. Okay, guys, do check out the Tarot Certification course down below in the description box. I would love to see you in class next week, December 9th through 11th. And also, do hit the subscribe bell and like button. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. Bye for now.